G'day and welcome. My name's Matt. I'm from DIY Data, and today I'm just going to show you one of the things that I've been working on for a very long time. Back in quite a while ago, well, it goes back. The very first car I did was like 2002, it would have been probably. Back to the very early 2000s, I started making a few model cars. The very first one I made was a Plymouth Barracuda. But at some point I started, got a whole bunch of other ones. I've got like at least half a dozen other cars. And probably my most ambitious project in all of them is this little guy here, which is, I've got the lid for it here. I don't know if I can get that on camera. It's a 1936 Ford Coupe. So that's what it looks like as per made by the model instructions. But I decided, why not go a bit crazy with this? And you might already be able to see that doesn't look like an engine that was in something like a 1936 Ford Coupe. If I lift this off, oh, that's a pretty big motor. And let's get the body off as well. Let's go get the rest of the bodywork off. And those wheels don't look like vintage 1936 wheels either, do they? What I've actually did had the great idea is to kit bash two kits together. So the engine, the wheels, the suspension, and that are all out of a Dodge Viper kit. The chassis is completely custom built. So what we got going on here is a Dodge Viper V10 engine on a custom built chassis using the suspension components out of the Viper as well. This isn't some kind of replica of how you would do it. This is me throwing things together, pretending about 15 years ago. So the chassis rails, like these little bits do nothing really. It's kind of pointless. But I've got this big box of these cars, so I was like, I'm just going to throw them together. Taking my time on this one because it is quite an ambitious project. I've got a couple of others that I'm throwing together for shits and giggles. And maybe I'll do a quick video on some of those occasionally. So yeah, engine, everything's kind of custom mounted, like kind of got the little radiator on there. I need to get some fans and stuff in here, but it's quite a lot of work happening because to get the rear wheels to fit, I had to kind of cut the arches off and use some putty to refill them. I've shamefully used, I think it's just some wood putty to fill in here because I didn't have any like model putty, so I don't know, I'm debating either trying to get that out and filling it up with like the Tamiya model putty that I have now and stuff, but it is kind of stuck in there pretty well, so maybe I'll just try to sand it, maybe give it a coat of the Tamiya putty and make it a bit smoother, give it a bit of a paint. But yeah, as you can see, that kind of fits on there. And then the body has had some heavy modifications to make room for the actual engine to fit. I don't know if that's focusing very well, but sits right on there. So I'm just doing bits at a time, little bits, kind of bit and putty. I need to work out how to get into these corners here to get the putty, because as part of widening the rear wheel arches, I had to kind of cut this part off and kind of bend it out, add a bit of filler and a bit of styrene, and then filler in to kind of fill those grooves there. As you can see, I'm trying my hand also at a bit of super detailing with like made some spark plugs and some spark plug wires. Also, it kind of didn't go so well. There's like some fuel injection rails as well, but they're just a bit of metal that I kind of cut up to shape but the super glue's kind of discoloured them, so it doesn't look the greatest. But it's a good first crack at super detailing stuff, I guess. Somewhat super detailing, going a bit more than kit. Not that this is an actual one kit. Anyway, that is the current state of this little car. My battery's about to run out, so before it does, I'm going to finish up. I'm going to finish up now. So my name's Matt. I'm from DIY Data. I've got a blog, diydata.wordpress.com. Have a check. I don't update it too often, but try to post some interesting things I'm doing up there. Also, this YouTube channel. Yeah, hope you like it. I'll catch you later.